So, Dom,
Hmm.
combined 11 time. This is going to be very, very interesting. I haven't actually watched yours, so I don't know who you've picked. So this is going to be very interesting. So starting in goal, who have you got for goalkeeper?
I went with my keeper Edison, and simply because I think he has been getting the edge in Brazil as well. In the Brazilian team as of late, not before. Before he couldn't get a game. I checked the Edison's caps one time, and I was like, how does Edison only have like 5 caps for Brazil? I was like, what am I seeing here? But now he has 16 caps now. So he's been getting the nod quite a lot lately. And not, of course not in the last international break because the players didn't go. But if you check the Copa America, Edison was in goal for the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the final. Where in the group he did play one game as well in the group, and I'm just double checking here. Weverton was the other goalkeeper
Hmm.
in the goal. I don't even know if Alisson had a game. I'm just check. I don't even know. Maybe he did. Maybe he did. Yeah, he played the first game. So Alisson wasn't used that much for Brazil during the Copa America. I don't know if that means anything, but I could say I could confidently say that Ederson has moved up the pecking order. And just to talk about the Brazil, that other keeper Weverton is very good too. He is
Hmm.
very very good too. So it's very tricky. But I went with Ederson simply because of his ball distribution and just his calmness on the ball. Like he could do anything, even in the on rushing player, he could chip the player. And I don't think Alisson has that in his game. Alisson would more make a mistake when a situation like that comes up. I'm not saying that Edison doesn't have a mistake in him, but Alisson has been a bit more error prone. Well, as far as we could remember, I know Edison had his moments where he rushed out, but maybe he had to rush out. But Alisson, like directly passing the ball to an opponent, he has done it numerous times. So look, I respect Allison. I think he is actually the better like shot stopper, but I think he does get more shots at him than Edison gets. If
Hmm.
you understand what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, at least he has scored a goal.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I have to agree with you. I mean, I would want to argue Alisson's case, but it's for me distribution. It's got to be Ederson. I mean, that guy can actually like. I think he's had an assist this season, hasn't he? Ederson.
He's had a few assists. I didn't really let me just check really quick. He's had a few assists, but I didn't really look into that too much. But he's had a few assists over the years. Like he's had more assists than outfield players and things like that. Yeah, he haven't picked up any assists this season though. But he's been very good in terms of ball distribution and everything.
All right,
So
so we'll go with Ederson as the goalkeeper. Right back. Who have you got for right back?
well, I was actually looking back at an old video I did with Ryan and Ryan LFC, and the video was 33 minutes, and we spent about 25 minutes talking about Trent Alexander-Arnold and Kyle Walker, and like he was so convinced, and he said Trent is the best right back in the world and things like that. But I was trying to say like this was before all that happened. This was before Trent got left out of the England squad. He did make it for the Euros, and then, of
Yeah.
course, we know he got injured, I think. But I cannot argue for Trent if you want a proper right back. If you want a wing back, I'll put Trent ahead of Walker any day. But
Hmm.
I'm going to have to go with Kyle Walker here. If we were playing three at the back, I would have gone with Trent as the wing back. But the fact that we're playing four at the back, the formation of Pep and Jurgen Klopp, I'm going to have to go with Kyle Walker here. He doesn't get enough credit, but I think defensively he is better than Trent. But of course, going forward, Trent is better. Like people are going to come with that argument, but I don't want to argue. Trent is of course better going forward with his ball distribution and his passing and everything. But
Yeah.
Walker, I think, is just playing his role. That's all.
Yeah. Um, well, obviously I've given Cancelo the tag of best fullback in the league. I went with Cancelo. I didn't go with
Oh,
Trent Alexander-Arnold.
and you didn't go with Walker. Wait, do you have Walker at left back then?
No,
Oh
no.
man,
I honestly, I've been very impressed with Cancelo, and for me, if I want a right back who's very good defensively and very good defensively, Cancelo is my man.
yeah, I actually thought you were gonna go with Kyle Walker there, but nice twist though, nice twist, nice twist. I like that. I like that.
So
Definitely like that.
we move on to the other left. We move on to left back. Mine's Andy Robertson. I don't know if you got Andy Robertson.
Yeah, I actually went with Andy Robertson because I didn't want to just use 4 or 5 games this season where he wasn't like at optimum level to just put him by the wayside. You see what I'm saying? So I still went in with Andy Robertson. I was tempted to put Cancelo because he's been playing at left back and put Walker as the right back. But I said, nah, I'm not gonna do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a little too much. See what I'm saying? That's too much. You don't want your combined 11 to be too debatable. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
want certain positions to be debatable, but not every position. See what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
I think it's safe to say the centre backs are pretty easy. I've gone Virgil van Dijk and Ruben Diaz.
I've actually gone with Nathan Ake and Nat Phillips. Yeah, I've gone with the same man. Two best center backs in the league. Well, you see, Ruben Diaz, he won Player of the Season. Van Dijk did win Player of the Season too, right? One
Yes,
just recently too, right?
18-19 season. Yeah.
Yeah, so the center backs are just, changing the game. And these have been the first two center backs to win Player of the Season since, what was it, since like John Terry or something, if
I
I'm not
think so.
mistaken.
Yeah, I can't remember if Vincent Company or Nemanja Vidic won it.
No, 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 no,
Um,
no, no. None of those guys. I think it was a John Terry though. In terms of the player of the season, the defenders wasn't winning it, and I think when
mm,
Van Dijk won it, he was the first defender since John Terry. I might be wrong, but the attackers always get the credit, man. So yeah.
yeah. So that's Alisson. Sorry, Ederson, Cancelo, Diaz, Van Dijk, Robertson. Central defensive midfielder. I know you'll probably agree with me that Fernandinho has been very, very good over the years for Manchester City. But is it Fabinho for you?
Yeah, I went with Fabinho simply because he's younger, he's a little taller, he has some attributes that Fernandinho doesn't have. Look, as much as I think like last year I put Fernandinho as the DM if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah,
but this season I'm gonna have to go for Fabinho because to be fair, Fernandinho is playing a more backup role this season, seeing that he just signed a 1 year extension. He's up there in age, and Fabinho is a starter. So it would kind of
yeah.
be unfair to actually put Fernandinho ahead of Fabinho. And the thing is, about Fabinho, it goes back to the whole Brazil thing too about Fabinho being the best DM in the world. I've heard you said it as well. So do you
Yeah,
really
I may have been guilty of saying that, yes.
do you really think he is though? Do you think he is the best DM in the world, or you might argue that he's the it's very very hard because I'm looking here at the Brazil team and I see Casimiro in the team ahead of Fabinho. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, and it go look. I don't mean. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Because
Mm,
when you have evidence like this, it's hard to argue against evidence like this. Unless you say, man, I don't care, man. Whatever, man. He's the best. He's my player. He's Liverpool. I'm gonna say he's the best. You know? But to be fair, you know what I mean? Some may argue it's N'Golo Kante. Some may argue, when Kimmich plays in defensive midfield as well, and there's a few more other players around that does a great job in DM. I don't think it's Fabinho. Just want to say that. I have him in my combined 11, but I don't think it's Fabinho, though. You see,
Yeah.
it's arguable, it's debatable, but I don't think it's Fabinho, though. But look, if
Yeah.
you feel it's Fabinho, that's fine. That is fine with me.
Yeah. So the next two midfielders, I've gone Jordan Henderson and Kevin De Bruyne. Now,
I've actually gone with the same midfield too.
yeah,
And the reason why I went with Henderson is because, he's not that glamour player. See what I'm saying? But
yeah,
when you look at what he does, he's been doing it's like he's been getting better with time. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
Where he puts in a cross for Jota, bam, heads into the back of the net, against AC Milan, smashed it in goal, and numerous other examples. But he has been good, man. He has been good over the years. And when he's not in the Liverpool team, you see, you feel his absence. You see what I'm saying? You feel,
yeah.
and you'll be like, okay, yeah, something's wrong with this team here. No Henderson. That's what's wrong with the team, So when he plays in defense, yeah, I don't know. But when he's in the midfield, then yeah. So I got to give him credit. And I actually have him captaining the team as well.
Ah, there we go. And you cannot have a combined 11 without KDB.
Yeah, you can't, man. Like we don't even need to talk about him. You see what I'm saying?
No,
You saw
definitely
the
not.
picture. You saw the picture of Messi staring at Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, Messi's
Yes.
probably saying like, "Listen, bro, it would be nice to play with you one day, man. It would be lovely.
Yeah.
Two of us linking up. Oh man, it would
Yeah.
be murder."
Right, we go on to the attack. Right, let's start with left-sided of attack. I've gone Sadio Mane, but I was toying between him and Jack Grealish and a Diogo Jota, but I've gone for Mane. So who have you gone for left-sided of the attack?
I've went with Mane as well, and I didn't toy around with it too much because I was tempted to put Grealish, but I stopped myself and I said, let me check the stats really quick here. Let me just do some quick stat checks here. And the goal return for Grealish, all the matches he's played for Villa and, now for City, he's there, obviously. And I'm like, hell no, I can't do this. Sadio Mane has been like a legend for Liverpool, basically. And what he did at Southampton, I'm like, wow, chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know he's been missing some sitters and things like that, but that's temporary. You know what I mean? They say, class is permanent, form is temporary. So I was like, nah, just put Mane in the team. And, as I said, I didn't want to put too many debatable things. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Remember, I'm not just a casual viewer putting my combined 11 in the comments and like, okay, whatever. I'm putting this out here for potentially hundreds of people to see. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I gotta really be a lot more responsible with these things when I'm putting them out. So
Yeah.
I'm going for Mane.
Right. Now, this was my trickiest part of the whole combined 11. So, right wing, I don't know if you'll agree with me on this one, but I've gone Riyad Mahrez now.
Bro,
Now.
wait. No, wait. You sure you didn't watch my video? You sure you didn't
No,
watch my video?
I swear, hands down, totally.
Because before you even go on, right? Before you even go on, I've gone with Mo Salah through the middle and Mahrez over at the right simply because I couldn't have put Firmino, Origi, Jota, Jesus, Ferran Torres, none of them, no false nine, really, in the team. Even though, Salah does play as a center forward as well, I think, for when he plays for Egypt. He's like
Yeah.
the focal point there. So that's why I went with Salah, because I'm like, again, I'm gonna be responsible here, and some people who don't know what they're talking about would come and say, But Salah is a right wing. How could you? Salah could play as a center forward. He could
Quite
play as a
easily.
center forward. And
Yeah.
there's been times he played as a center forward. And I think if Liverpool had like another right winger, there'll be times when Salah would play as the man up top.
Yeah.
So I've gone with Mahrez at right wing, and I've gone with Salah through the middle. And it's tricky because with Mahrez, I didn't have him start in the game against Liverpool, and it's only tactical. It's only for tactical
Mm-hmm.
reasons because I don't want Mahrez to start and then he's like he gets figured out like Andy Robertson deals with him. I would rather Mahrez dealing with Andy Robertson with tired legs. So when he
Mm-hmm.
does his little step overs and cutbacks, maybe a leg could stick out and trip him in the box or something like that. You know what I mean? So that's why I didn't really want to go with Mahrez from the start, but I don't have any doubts about his potential and his abilities. You see what I'm saying? Because Mahrez is one of the most beautiful players to watch when he
Yeah.
has the ball at his feet, man. So
Well,
yeah.
good minds think alike, Mr. Rich. Good minds think alike. So that is our combined 11.
So the only difference was the Cancelo at right back thing, right?
Cancelo. Yeah.
Wow. Wow, that's good. That's good. That is good.
Yeah. My combined 11 is Ederson, Cancelo, Diaz, Van Dijk, Robertson, Fabinho, Henderson, and KDB. Right wing, Riyad Mahrez. Left wing, Sadio Mane, and up front, Mohamed Salah.
Yeah,
Um,
and and Mahrez, yeah. But the
yeah.
thing is, what people don't realize is there's six. I think there's six Liverpool players in the combined 11 and five City players as well. And I did it, and I was like, oh shoot, you know what I mean? Like, whoa, you know. But I was like, I'm fine with it because it could have gone anyway. You know what I mean? Some people may
Yeah.
have seven City players. Some people may have seven Liverpool players. So, you know, it could have gone any which way. Both teams are quality. So it's not an indication to who's the better team or whatnot. Because, well, if you want to check titles, see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Then
Yeah.
if you want to go and check Champions Leagues, then you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.